Billy, I said to you yesterday, come in any day, like Gilbert does.
I had a hard time hearing you on the way out. You were tired and you could barely speak after your day.
No. Because when Gilbert's here, I can't even get a word in. How are you going to get one in?
I'll watch you make faces at him.
Don't be foolish. Hey, Gilbert.
And I'm Gilhy.
Hey, Gilly.
Hi, I'm Gilhy.
Gilbert Gottfried, of course, who's very uptight around cameras.
Yes. No, I feel real comfortable.
I got to make gas.
Oh, you really?
Oh, I have such gas.
Right,
I have so much gas. I apologize to all my fans.
And my guests.
And the camera guys are just in here talking. Just keep talking, guys. There's no problem. I'm just doing a radio show. It's no big deal. It's only the way I make a living. It's
now,
okay.
Who is this camera crew?
I don't know. Which camera crew are you? The E camera crew? Yeah, they're just doing a documentary thing we're working on for my show.
Oh.
But was supposed to be CBS television here filming me, but
They're not here.
I don't know what's going. Where are they? They're outside. Why are they outside?
Waiting for this crew to get finished.
Well, Gary, why are they outside?
Because I was going to bring them in during. They just got here. I was going to wait till the next break.
Okay,
just
fine.
to make life easier.
Good. Okay, good.
Baba Bowie.
Baba Bowie.
There's a camera crew. The camera crew's coming on. There's a lot of camera crew outside. I left them outside because they had a camera. I don't know if you want a camera crew with a camera.
Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie.
The cameras. Do you want them to turn the cameras on when they're in here? or should they just come in with the camera and just put the camera down?
And he's supposed to coordinate the show. He coordinates like his mind is palsied.
I think they're from CBS.
CBS.
I think they're from CBS. Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie fight.
Anyway, Gilbert's going to be at Caroline's tomorrow. He'll be at Nick's in Boston, October 8th and 9th. He'll be at Bananas in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, October 22nd. He'll be at Governor's on Long Island, October 29th. And by the way, Billy West is featured on the new Ren and Stimpy album. He sings all the songs.
Oh, he is Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, he does all the voices. He does all the songs. So there's a little
It's
plug
his
for him.
album.
Can he do all of them?
Yeah.
It's a good copy of Billy's album if you want to go to the kids.
Wolf. All right, Robin, let's do some news with this great crew. And Gilbert, good to see you. I understand you're very busy these days. Gilbert, of course, last time was on, was very displeased to learn that he lost a major commercial because he was on here making jokes.
Yes.
What has happened since then?
Kraft Miracle Whip mayonnaise.
Kraft Miracle Whip mayonnaise, a really worthwhile product, a product that should be very proud of itself, was upset by something Gilbert said on this show. Which was, what did you say? I don't even know.
I don't even remember. I think it was just the very presence here.
Yeah, well.
Just being here was enough, huh?
I feel comfortable saying that Miracle Whip is really a sucky product.
Tastes like Elmer's glue.
Yeah. But Gilbert, being the cheapest man in show business, he freaked out over the whole thing.
That was money.
I plugged the American Nazi Party.
Yeah,
Paid me.
that's what it was. Anyway, Robin, what's going on in the
You
news?
even work for them?
Hey, what happened to you? How come you weren't invited onto the Emmys? You're usually there.
Oh, that's because of the Pee Wee Herman remark.
Oh.
Yeah, you blew that a couple of years ago.
Masturbation's a crime. I should be on death row.
Right. That's a terrible thing to say.
And they were all shocked.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Fox Network apologized to the American public for it.
Over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They produced studs, but I was too dirty.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you just say, well, Gilbert's got an unusual laugh. I never heard it before.
Like Sidney Greenstreet.
But, anyway, Gilbert is here. Robin, what's in the news?
Well, I was just going to tell you that the Emmys didn't do very well in the ratings.
No, because there was no fun involved.
There was no Gilbert.
I wasn't there.
But at least Angela Lansbury was changing outfits.
She changed outfits, but it still didn't help the ratings.
Wasn't that erotic?
No, she's a turn-on.
Are you eating?
Yeah, I'm eating a pretzel.
It's necessary to eat? While, I mean, can't you wait till the commercial?
You're only in here how often?
Yeah, he's in here like once every 3 months. He comes in and he has to eat a pretzel now. Immediately. He's very hungry. Yeah, they're free. You got any pretzels?
He's got to shove as many in as he can.
Yeah, give me pretzels.
Give me pretzels and I'll show up.
Right.
Well, the early rating returns show that CBS won the evening on Sunday night.
Yes.
So that means that Angela Lansbury couldn't beat herself because she was, of course...
I was beating myself last night.
To Angela Lansbury.
Yes. I had a picture of Angela Lansbury and I was beating myself.
Wasn't she nice when, like, she was wearing that red low-cut top?
Oh, yeah. She's got one big ass.
I bet her ass hangs like a Christmas ornament.
And she's going to put out a workout tape. You know, she's really into her body.
Get out of here.
Yeah, she's got a workout tape.
She's putting out a workout tape?
She already has one out.
1 and 2 and get rid of the gobbler under your neck. The triple chin workout. Oh, God.
So anyway, she didn't, live and in person, she didn't manage to beat herself as that character she plays in Murder, She Wrote.
Hey, I beat myself.
Hey, I'm beating myself every night. Oh! Why don't you, hey, Angela, why don't you go home and beat yourself? Oh!
Gilbert Dice Clay.
Do you know what women want, Howard?
Yes.
What is the most important thing in a woman's life?
Getting away from Gilbert.
Funny, that didn't make the
Come on, wouldn't you answer that way?
At this point in time, yeah.
Well, maybe they just weren't aware of Gilbert.
Apparently it was a national...
Okay, what came in second?
I think a woman would want... I'll tell you 3 things a woman would want. Seriously?
What's the most important thing in her life?
The guy's most important thing in her life is stability, a man.
Well, you're absolutely right. It's her relationship.
Okay. Secondly, I know, they're all emotional. Secondly, the most important thing to her is money.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, yeah. And, like, maybe...
No.
And don't tell me sex.
No, that was not on the list.
Let me think
That
of it.
ranked last.
I've never found that to be true.
Yeah, just once I'd like to hear one go, most important, a vibrator the size of a fire hydrant? Maybe that would be mad? No, that's not going to happen.
Number one, having sex with Gilbert.
Yeah. Number 2?
All right, here it is. First of all, relationships are the most important. And aside from her man's love,
my job.
The 3 qualities a woman values most are her man's respect,
Yeah.
his friendship, and their shared values.
And a reusable tampon.
Sexual satisfaction ranked dead last. As if you couldn't guess. Let's see what else is going on here.
I value a Puerto Rican male stripper on the side.
With needle marks in his arm. Ugh, my values.
Why is it that women don't think that much of sex and relationships are so important?
Because they don't have a penis.
Kathy Lee Gifford has broken her promise already. Remember, she was saying that she was going to shield...
That obnoxious twit.
She was going to shield her new baby from the press, and she...
I vow one thing, to shield my baby from the press. I want to eat that baby.
Well, last night, she and the new baby, Cassidy, and Cody all appeared on Monday Night Football.
But of course, because what else does she do except reveal her family? And those losers who love her so much. You know, it's really weird too, because like I know, like Ronnie the limo driver was telling me, his wife. She loves Regis and Kathy Lee, and went to their show, you know, live with Regis and Kathy Lee, and had to see them perform and stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable.
If they could see me. In the morning, in the evening. Richard Simmons, what are you doing on the Carnival Cruise? Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Howard Stern, what are you doing on the Carnival Cruise? I'm here to bitch slap you.
I'm gonna knock you down and dress you in black on the deck of this boat. You wise guy, you.
So despite many declarations that this new baby would not be thrown into the public eye, there she was last night with the baby on her lap, and apparently the baby started crying, and she, of course...
And took it.
Mother. My worst nightmare. Oh, man, can you imagine? She's such a nothing.
Sociopath.
But in the light of what's been happening to her recently, I'm just shocked by this behavior. Do you realize that she has been warned that there's a man out there stalking her, and yet she still shows up on TV with her children?
Because what else? She's driven. What else can she do except show off her family? I mean, she's not an entertainer.
She figures the baby can take the bullet if he shoots at her. She'll hold a baby in front of her and go, "No, shoot this!"
She wasn't saying she's going to shield the baby from the press. She's going to use the baby as a shield.
Wouldn't it be great if GIF got senile and then they played football with the newborn baby? He passed it out to the players.
I spiked the baby.
I have Alzheimer's. Forgive me, Kathy Lee.
Oh, Frank, you look relaxed.
Kathy Lee. She has someone stalking her, and she's going around with the baby?
Yeah.
You think
this guy actually tied up a woman and raped her and had all these
Talk
books
slowly.
He had a whole book full of clippings of Kathy Lee. Apparently, he's obsessed with her. And kept talking about her doing this whole rape sequence.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
She was notified that this guy was out there and that he was up to this kind of stuff, and she's still out there doing her thing.
Is there no decency?
The other thing that cracks me up is that people were just fascinated on Saturday night watching her on the Miss America pageant, how she's gotten herself back into shape so quickly.
I told my wife that.
Everybody's look at how, she looks marvelous. She just had a baby, and look at how good she looks. She's just lost all her weight.
Yeah.
And she looks wonderful.
My wife comes to me last night and goes, well, how do I look? Because my wife's been on a diet. I go, well, you look good, but, Kathy Lee. I just said, Kathy Lee. And then she went, well, what do you mean, Kathy Lee? I just go, I don't know.
You know what your wife should have said to you?
What?
Nanny.
Nanny. Hey, nanny. I can't believe someone's stalking her. Hey, Fred wants to rape Regis.
Well, I think that would be much fun.
Also in the news this morning, Michelle Phillips of Mamas and Papas fame and Knots Landing fame was the victim of a robbery the other night.
Oh, my God.
Was there any sexual abuse?
No, Gilbert.
All right, then I'll walk outside.
Was the guy robbing her Papa John? He needs money.
I need a liver transplant. This thing's cost a fortune.
She was robbed, huh?
Yeah, she apparently had to go out to dinner with a friend, and the two of them had driven to a posh West Hollywood restaurant.
Get away, Papa John!
But the restaurant was already closed.
I haven't had a hit since 1963.
Will you stop listening to the story?
All right,
so they were sitting in the car discussing what they should do next when apparently two armed men walked up to the car.
They had two arms?
They were armed, Howard.
Right. And they held a gun to her?
Well, they held out a handgun and put it in their faces and said, "Give me all your money."
Did they make her undress?
No.
No, they saw her on Knots Landing. She's gotten old. 20 years ago, we would have made you undress.
So they took her purse with about $100 and a bunch of credit cards and then ran away.
Boy, that's some story.
They ran away when she showed her breast.
Let's take a break, Rob. If you buy a Lojack recovery device right now, you'll also get an alarm system at no extra charge. Now, think about that for a second. You know what? Shut up, Gilbert.
No, I'm just adding to
Come on,
the
man.
commercial.
Yeah, that's just what we need. More nonsense. Anyway, it is unbelievable.
I'm making it like dialogue.
Let me tell you about a Lojack tracking device. It's so good. It's unbelievable. You never have to pay extra for a car alarm because it's now included with the purchase of a Lojack recovery device. For just $595, that's it. No monthly fees. You get a Lojack retrieve and alarm completely installed. And it just doesn't get any better than this, does it, Robin?
No, you're fully protected at that point. I'm Robin Gilbert.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, now he's.
Hi,
I say Robin
Gilbert.
Robin Gilbert.
Hi, Robin Gilbert is with us.
I thought you sounded peculiar. Hey, it doesn't get better than this. Just don't shell out an extra $200, $300, or $400 for an alarm.
No, why should you do that when you get a Lojack already?
No, I'm Gilbert.
I was talking to Gilbert, Robin.
I'm sorry. I'm getting confused now.
You're Robin Gilbert. You're a black woman who doesn't get laid. That's a Robin Gilbert.
And you're a white man who doesn't get laid.
Simply purchase a Lojack recovery device, and you'll get
people get us confused.
You'll get a remote-activated alarm at no extra charge. Plus, you'll even save up to 25% on your comprehensive auto insurance. See your new car dealer or call Carla at 1-800-95-LOJACK. You know how great Lojack is. You put it in your car. They don't even tell you where it is. And then when your car's stolen, you call the cops and say, my car was stolen. They turn on a device in their car, and they can track your car right down.
Right away.
There's nothing better than that. 1-800-95-LOJACK. 1-800-95-LOJACK. Tell Carla you want the special alarm offer that you heard on the Howard Stern Show, baby.
92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah.
Baba Bowie.
Baba Bowie is here, Robin.
What time is it?
We don't have time for this. There's a winner waiting in the wings.
Oh, I see. Okay, we have to get back to the FMEs.
Radio's most coveted prize, the
There's a winner.
FME Award with Howard Stern.
We're back at the FMEs, Robin, because it's time to give out another award. These are the radio awards that go out once a year for incredible performance.
Now, what category are we awarding at this time?
Somebody tell the moron we don't know the winners.
I know the winners.
Oh, you do? Okay. Just pretend like we don't know the winners.
There are always winners waiting in the wings.
No.
No. He doesn't get it, Howard.
All right.
That it's not supposed to look like it's already set.
I don't get it.
All right, we're here at the FMEs. And
Shut up.
Gary's teeth are hermetically sealed, so we don't know the winners. All right, here we go. This is for the most politically correct guest of the year.
Politically correct, okay.
Yeah.
All right, there are 3 nominees, and our first nominee is the great actor Alec Baldwin, who called in to yell at me about the National Endowment for the Arts.
Yes, I remember this.
I am against it. He was for it. He called in, and he's our first nominee in this category. Alec Baldwin producing.
Then you talk about funding controversial art. Hey, wait a second. Listen to your show.
No, but you see, I am...
What if all of a sudden the FCC decided they didn't like anything that you said?
But that's different.
You were off the air.
Wait a second. That's an issue of censorship.
That's exactly what this is an issue of.
No, but this is not censorship. I'm saying anybody should be allowed to do whatever they want, but go get your own funding for it.
Yeah, well, then you go get your own radio station for it.
Yeah, but wait a second.
You get
You're not
free
thinking
airwaves.
clearly. Alec, you're not thinking clearly. You're bringing up...
Mixing apples and
I get it. I'm
Yeah.
not thinking like you, so I'm not thinking clearly.
No, let me explain something to you, okay?
There are certain art forms. Let me just explain one thing to you. There are certain art forms in this country, like dance, for example, and symphonies and things like that.
Yeah.
Where the basic structure of those art forms and the participants of those art forms could never be supported in probably 95% of the cities around the country.
Right.
In other words, every time a man sits on stage and plays with the New York Philharmonic, you're watching a guy who has to leave that job and go teach music lessons 8 months out of the year to pay his... He doesn't make enough money for that.
So be it.
And there's no community that he can work in Dubuque, Iowa, where he can teach enough music lessons to pay his bills, to be in the Dubukes. You understand
but do you understand that nobody wants to see that anyway? That's why Dubuque won't support it? Wow, unbelievable. What a performance, huh? I guess Kim's lips have sucked the brains out of his head. Unbelievable. Well, of course, Robin...
He was a little irrational.
He was irrational.
Harder, Kim. Harder. I'm still able to spell. Oh, wait. I still have long-term memory.
All right, our next nominee is the great Ed Asner, who called in because he was defending that guy who was the murderer down in Texas.
Gary Graham.
Gary Graham. Ed Asner, producer.
And Sally...
Why
did you choose to support so strongly this particular death
this guy's not so...
case?
This guy's nobody to sit there and fight over.
Well, because I'm listening to 2 supposedly educated people who have read the press hype on this and have automatically tried him in the press.
Why do you think the press is hyping if a guy admits to doing something?
Well, because it's a slow news day, probably.
Oh, but come on. I mean, here's a case where you're involved. Wait a second. You're involved. Danny Glover's involved. There's a lot of high-profile people involved.
That's right.
And you guys are all trying to save the life of this, what I would call a criminal, this marauder. And the point is whether or not he killed someone is moot. The guy.
No, I am really shocked.
No, you're not.
I agreed to go on this program thinking that you would give me pertinent evidence to show the guilt of this man.
No, I don't have evidence. I'm not a joke.
All you've done is picked up the press hype, the fact. I mean, CNN, vaunted CNN with all its supposed objectivity, constantly talks about his having shot 4 people.
But
he has been charged with shooting 1 person.
But he admits to shooting 4 people.
No, he does not.
He doesn't?
Once again, you're wrong.
Wow, Robin, what a performance. Ed Asner fighting for his very life.
Or someone's very life.
Well, the guy didn't admit to killing anyone, so he's innocent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's the way it works in a court of law.
And finally, Richard Belzer. is our third nominee in this category.
Yeah, right,
All right?
right, babe. Yeah, Sparky.
Robin was talking about the opening of the movie Not Without My Daughter.
Yes.
And Richard didn't like the way people refer to Iranians.
Okay. Richard Bell's a producing.
Field has gotten herself a full-time bodyguard
Why?
because she made that movie Not Without My Daughter,
Yeah.
and she feels that
You mean
she
that
will
racist
be the...
anti-Arab movie?
No, that was an Iranian.
No, the movie based on true facts. Based on this woman's
No,
life.
I understand they depict all the Iranians in that movie as less than human. And
Yes, they are.
Well, why would you depict them?
Oh, come on.
They're great people. They allow women. Did you tell me you're pro-women, and then you tell me that the Iranians are great people?
I didn't say they're great people.
Because they allow
you
their...
can't summarily dismiss an
woman could not
entire
get her
country.
child out of the country.
You say you understand. Wait till you see the film, please.
Yeah.
What film?
I don't even know what he's
What
talking
film am I
about.
The
attacking?
Sally Field film? I wouldn't see that
Wow.
film at gunpoint.
Well, there it is. 3 great nominees, Robin. I can't wait to open the envelope.
Who's going to win?
Who is going to win for the best politically correct moment on the show? And the winner is, I knew it, Ed Asner. Ed Asner, producer.
Wow, I
And-
just thought it was going to be Richard Joseph.
I don't know. Alec Baldwin was pretty good, too. On our phone now to accept his FME is Ed Asner. Mr. Asner?
Yes.
Yes, congratulations on your FME.
Oh, thank you, Batman.
Batman?
Well, and Robin.
Or should I? Well, listen, it's an honor to have you once again on the air, this time under happier circumstances, not to argue about the guilt or innocence of a man.
Well, now that you've won 7 Emmys and 1 FME, you must feel incredible.
Well, I do. I would thank my peers. I don't think I have any, but I would like to thank them if they exist.
Well, you are
I
without
want to
peers.
thank the members of this particular academy for having
Thank you.
the wisdom and the foresight and the humility to call.
Well, actually, you were the only one willing to accept the award, to be honest.
Well, I was going to say that in my next line.
But really, how is it going with that alleged murderer? Are you doing any better with that? Or have you forgotten about
I think the various trammels and ramifications are going forward full speed in Texas. They're trying all kinds of courts of appeals. We're trying to put pressure on the governor to exercise a greater largesse in allowing evidence to be heard. So within a week, we'll see whether he lives or dies, and whether you're right or I'm right.
Well, listen, let's hope for a fair trial, and then let's fry him.
Well, there's already been a trial.
Oh, another one.
If you can release one murder on the street, you've done your job.
Thank you, Gilbert. Hey, by the way, Mr. Asner, did you watch the Emmys the other night?
I certainly did.
And you,
That's what emanated with this call, right?
Well, it was sad that you weren't there, I thought. Yeah. I thought that you should be there, being a man who has won 6 or 7 Emmys.
7.
7.
Oh, I've been there before. We're leaving it to the young people like you, Howard.
Well, what about the Emmys, though? I mean, what do you do with them? The physical Emmy? Do they hang in your house somewhere?
They drape my mantelpiece.
Wow.
All of them, all 7 of them, they're
All
together.
The big question this morning is, will you be defending Florida against all of Europe?
No, Florida can take care of itself.
You're
I
not
think
kidding.
Tourism is better than ever there.
Listen, congratulations on your FME.
Thank you.
I know it's your first, and let's hope there'll be more appearances on the show.
I mean, the causes will never stop, and
Right.
we'll be here ready to deal with them, and we want to thank you for addressing it as a politically correct position.
Absolutely, and Mr. Asner, thank you for calling in, and congratulations once again. There he is.
Thank you very much.
Ed Asner, of course. And by the way, if you take a look at Ed Asner and you
Yes.
take a look at Mary Tyler Moore, I think you'd all agree that Mr. Asner has aged better than Mary Tyler Moore. Am I right, Mr. Asner?
I see Mary once or twice a year, and I never cease to marvel at how gorgeous she is.
Oh, but certainly.
We're talking about a combination of looks, grace, talent, and brain.
Does she have to return to her
And Mary
coffin
Tyler
when the sun
Moore,
comes up?
Shut that person up.
Hey, shut up, Gilbert, you idiot. He's a moron.
That mumbling idiot.
So let's hope he gets
Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert Gottfried. Let's hope he gets the lethal injection.
Yeah.
Believe me, I think we'd all stand behind that. We all admit that he's guilty.
All of a sudden, Ed Asner is for the death penalty.
He is. He suddenly changed his
For
opinion.
Gilbert.
No, I didn't think.
That guy, I mean, there are exceptions.
Yeah.
Some should have been stopped in the fetal stage. Others somehow escaped.
Are you familiar with the work of Gilbert Gottfried, the comedian?
No, I heard him just a minute ago, and that was enough.
That was enough. Make you throw up. But I got to tell you,
interesting question. Are you pro-abortion or pro-choice?
he's pro-choice.
Anti-Gilbert.
He is pro-choice.
Okay.
Of course he is. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Of course. Well, listen, he knows it's ridiculous to have more unwanted children in this country.
That he knows.
Of course, because most of the people who are against abortion don't do a thing to lift a finger to help these children once they're born.
I see. Mr. Asner is for stopping these people before they get here.
Exactly.
Not killing them after they're here.
You're damn right he is.
The
He's for
theory
choice.
is abortion is murder, and he supports murderers.
What? Get out of here. Well, you know what? Mr.
Gilbert,
Asner's
be
right.
quiet.
You're a moron.
He's our guest, Gilbert, not yours.
Yeah, Gilbert. No one would go on your stupid show. Mr. Asner, I did not think Mary Tyler Moore should have wore a sleeveless dress. I thought it was unbecoming.
I was too busy listening to her, thinking about her, watching her. I really didn't see what she was wearing.
Did you spy Grant Tinker sitting next to her as well?
No.
I thought I did.
That was not her. That was not Grant Tinker.
I saw her young husband there.
Yeah. That was the gray-haired man next to her was her father.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
No, it was her son.
No, it wasn't. Gilbert, you know what? I am sick of you.
Yeah.
I am so sick of you. I really want to.
You're close to being thrown out.
I'm going to give you the lethal injection. All right. He's very annoying, Mr. Asner. I didn't mean to have him here to rain on your parade when you win this very coveted award.
Well, listen, there are always spots on the windshield.
All right, very good. And thank you, Ed Asner.
Thank you.
The great Ed Asner accepting his FME. Thank you. And there he goes. He loves it here on the show. Gilbert, you moron.
Gilligan.
Gilligan, little buddy. Oh.
Gilbert, you've got spunk.
All right, we're going to take a break, Rob, and we'll get back to news.
Yes.
What's the big story coming up next so we
Well,
can
we're going
prepare?
to talk about James Caan again. Remember yesterday he was questioned for several hours by the police? Well, what is the outcome?
James Caan. The thing that comes to mind with James Caan is he has a very hairy back. We'll be back right after these words. Give Gilbert the TDK challenge.
There you go.
I'm sure he'll flunk. But, Gilbert, you want to take it?
Sure.
Okay. What I'm going to do is play a CD.
And I know music.
All right. I'm going to play a CD.
This test has a lot of validity.
And what I'm going to do is play a tape. All right? I'm going to play CD and tape. And then you're going to try and guess which is which.
Okay.
All right? Can
You
do
got
that?
it now?
All right. Here we go.
Vaguely.
All right. Now just tell me what you think it is. Okay? Here we go. All right. That's number one. Write down T or C. All right? Write it down, T or C.
Oh, okay.
Give him a
See,
pen.
He's not prepared.
No, he's
I got to
not.
hear both of them.
All right.
You're going to get 5 chances.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Play along. You'll get free cassettes. All right, that was number one. Here's number two. All right, number two, write down a T or a C.
Okay,
Here's number
what,
three.
What does the TSC mean?
Oh, boy. I tell you, we're in big trouble today. All right, now here, write down number three.
Yes.
All right, you got that?
Yes.
All right, write it down. What do you
Okay.
think it is? You won't
He
write it
wants to
down.
keep it to himself.
I don't remember which is
All right.
TSC.
All right, now
Yes.
write forget it. All right, what do you got so far? What do you got so far? What do you got so far?
Let me see. What does the...
What was number one?
The T is TDK, the C?
Is CD.
Oh, CD. Okay, I'm going to say the second one's a CD.
You're wrong already.
All right.
All right.
All right. Oh, I'm going to say the second one's TDK.
No. The second
Yes.
one is CD. And what did you say was
Yes.
the first one?
The first one, I'm going to say the first one's a CD.
That's wrong also.
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
first
say
two
the
were tape.
first one's
and
a
the third one
tape.
was CD. All right. Forget it. All right, very good. TDK Challenge. Take the challenge. TDK Pro Challenge has tested over 400 audio professionals.
I bet you
TDK.
they never tested Gilbert.
You
no.
heard it from me.
This proves Gilbert's a moron. TDK. He couldn't even figure out what T and C stood for. TDK's challenge revealed that more than 91% of audio professionals could not tell the difference between a recording on CD and the same music recorded on SA. This is the first time the actual person, the contestant, could not tell what a T or a C stood for. All right. TDK tape, the best.
92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard
You're damn right
Stern
we're back.
Show.
And I'm glad to be back with Gilbert Gottfried, of course, who, let's give him a little plug, Robin.
Okay, just a little one, though.
Yeah, Caroline's tomorrow, which is Gilbert's pièce de résistance. Nick's
raison d'être.
His raison d'être. I love when you speak French. Get over here. Oh, Robin is such a piece of ass. I look at you sometimes. I don't know what to do. I don't care that there are cameras on me now. I don't know.
Is that right? You're just going to embarrass yourself
Look
now.
at the look of love in my eyes.
It's that same look Marty Feldman had.
Yeah, I have that. I want to be with you. All right, Caroline's tomorrow. Nick's in Boston, October 8th and 9th. Bananas in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, October 22nd. Governor's on Long Island, October 29th. Hey, Gilbert, what'd you get, a new agent?
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly he's booked.
Oh, and USA Up All Night.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Are you
They
working
get mad
harder
when I don't.
now?
Oh, yes. Before I was walking through them.
Gilbert is Gilbert's such a mess that he works for Cable USA Network, which, I mean, really is a cushy job because you don't have to do anything and there's no ratings or anything.
Yeah.
They accused him of not working hard enough. Is that true or false? They did.
Yeah, they said I was walking through it.
Are they more pleased with you now?
Well, why would you do anything but walk through that?
I didn't introduce the movies with enough feeling.
And like the girl who hosts it with the big jugs, like she's not walking through it.
Well, look, she's out dating Larry King. She's doing things.
Maybe I should have.
Yes, I mentioned James Caan about a half hour ago and said I'd be getting back to him.
Jimmy Caan.
The actor who played Santino Corleone in the movie The Godfather.
Yeah, he was real good in that.
And not much else. But, yes, he has been cleared of any wrongdoing in the death of a man who was found outside of an apartment building where he was staying.
What was he doing? He was sleeping or something?
Yeah, he was it was early in the morning when they came and woke him up. So, yeah, he was at the house sleeping. Nobody knows why he was there or who he was visiting.
And a guy killed himself, jumped off his balcony.
Apparently,
While he
the
was
guy
sleeping.
apparently was trying to get from a stairwell to the balcony, and in the leap, he must have fallen and
These
killed
things
himself.
happen.
So there was no wrongdoing, apparently.
Imagine just sleeping through a guy jumping off your... I mean, wouldn't you wake up?
Yeah, because people just sort of found the guy lying there.
What was Al Pacino doing during that?
He was in Europe married to an Italian girl who
Yeah.
blew up in a car.
Like just passing him by.
Have you been getting into this Menendez trial that's
Yes, very
going on
much so.
out in California?
I'm so distracted I can hardly come to work. Menendez?
Menendez, yes.
Guilty.
I wanted to
Menendez, guilty.
I wanted to run the facts
Let's
by
call
you.
Ed Asner and make sure.
Yeah, he'll know.
Maybe he should be released.
These are two young men, Lyle and Eric Menendez, who have been accused of killing their parents.
Are they thin?
Describe their appearance. They are good-looking guys.
They're decent-looking guys.
Lyle.
Yes. And the problem here is that the family was considered a model family. You know, they were well-to-do people. The kid, especially this Lyle,
They were firm. They were handsome.
was a tennis phenom. You know, he was out there on the tennis circuit. His father had high hopes of him, you know, I guess becoming a professional on the tennis circuit. They were almost nominated Tennis Family of the Year at one point.
And then they kill their parents.
And then they walked into a room one day where their parents were watching television and eating strawberries and ice cream.
They were watching my E! show.
Is that right?
Yeah,
No wonder they didn't get up off the couch.
so tell me something. I'm watching this trial. I don't get what's going
All
on.
right, here's the deal. They pumped 15 bullets or something into their parents, right into their faces and bodies.
And James Caan slept through it.
And then went off on a shopping spree, apparently.
But they kill their parents, so what's the crime?
Is that your question?
Yeah. Why would anybody be up on charges?
No. So anyway,
Guilty
now,
with
of
explanation.
course- Now, of course, they're charged with first-degree murder.
Oh, I see. I got you now.
And their defense is, Howard, that they were sexually abused and physically and emotionally abused for years. And they didn't know how to break the cycle, and they didn't want to be abused anymore, and they didn't know how to get away from
They should
their
go,
father.
Dad, stop that.
So they finally decided to kill their parents. They tell stories of how it started. Lyle has been on the stand for about a week now, and pretty soon he will be meeting the prosecutors. They get to cross-examine him starting today, I think.
Mom, Dad, you're spanking me way too much.
Well, here's the deal. The father was, shortly after Lyle
I don't like the way you smile when you spank me.
started playing tennis, his father started massaging him.
Oh,
yeah. To help him out.
I did not know that.
Now you're changing your story, aren't you, Gilbert? Yes, the massages started shortly after the tennis started.
Lower.
And as he was massaging his son, he started fondling.
Is there something wrong with this, Dad?
And eventually led to oral sex and rape.
My dad does that to me. Not during tennis, though. Never.
He then said, Lyle says his father told him. Well, you two stop it.
Come on, that's funny. It's a funny story. Come on, you got to admit. You guys fondling him during tennis?
No, with a massage.
Where was the family reunion? At a bathhouse?
His father told him, Howard, that Greek soldiers often had sex with each other before they would go off to war.
And people say I'm a bad father just because I don't have time to spend with the kids.
And that this was a normal expression of love.
Oh, Greek soldiers do it? Okay. That makes it normal.
So Lyle
as long
said...
as Greek soldiers do it, now I know it's a normal thing.
So Lyle said that when he was 8, he took his brother Eric into the woods and started doing it to him. Will you
normal.
Stop, Gilbert. Lyle says his mother refused to stop the father from raping them.
Wow.
Saying that their dad needed to punish them when they were bad.
What could they have done that bad to deserve that?
And the mother also...
You got an A on your math test. Bad enough.
The mother
Pull your
also
pants down.
Used to fly into rages, Howard.
Oh, is that right?
And Lyle testified that she would punish him by making him lie under her bed, where the pet ferret went to the bathroom.
Mommy, it's wet down here.
She would also
Imagine
walk
having two
around-
parents like that,
Yeah,
though?
she would also walk around with her bathrobe open and ask her son to fondle her.
You know what? Seriously, though, it's like one parent gets into it, then the other one automatically gets into it.
What are you going to do?
It's sort of they buy into it. It's like even my own parents. Like, my father would yell at me, then my mother wouldn't yell at him or anything. She'd just say, "What's the matter with you?" to me.
She would join forces?
Yeah, she
with
would start
him?
yelling at me, too. She would get into it, because at least he wasn't yelling at her.
Oh, boy.
But what do you believe this, or do you think...
Well, they've had other witnesses who have corroborated some of this stuff. You know, they've had, apparently the father had pornography all over the house, and they've presented into evidence pictures the father took of the boy's genitals.
Hello. Gilbert, didn't your dad take pictures of your genitals?
Oh, constantly.
Yeah. No, but seriously, your dad did some weird stuff, didn't he?
He used to bring me into those, 4 pictures for a quarter.
Oh, one of those little boobs?
And just, hold me upside down.
Did you ever play tennis with your father?
Oh, yes, and
These boys are, we keep calling them boys, but they're not really boys. They're in their 20s.
These are grown men, right?
Lyle is 25 at this
like
point.
Abbott and Costello.
And he admit in the courtroom that he is bald and wears a toupee.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, I didn't realize that.
Apparently one of the abuses that
His
he
father
suffered-
balled him.
Well,
I couldn't avoid it.
My dad fondled my hair off.
One of the abuses he suffered was that his mother used to rip his toupee off.
Oh, really? All right, we got to take a break.
So are these boys guilty?
They're guilty. That's not a real abuse. The boys are guilty.
What is not a real abuse?
Let me ripping off a toupee.
Oh,
Get at Asner on the phone right away.
No, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you what the story is. Some of these stories are probably true. Some of them are a little exaggerated. But I'm going to tell you something. You cannot... What age were they when they killed their parents?
They just did this a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be in your 20s and kill your parents over this now. You could have moved out of the house. Could have informed the authorities. Could have taken
pulled your pants up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million things you can do at this point. This idea that you can kill somebody is unbelievable to me. In other words, it's okay to kill someone because, well, you had a bad childhood.
Well, what if the abuse started when you're 8 years old and now you're completely locked in and you've been turned into an emotional midget as a result
That's
of it?
me.
Yeah, I don't care. Rise above it. You cannot go around killing people. That's it. There's a law.
You would convict them of first-degree murder and send them to the gas chamber?
If I get raped at 8, And I know my sphincter doesn't get sore at 22. I should have killed him when he was 8. I might be mad at my father. I might be mad at my mother. But I certainly would not kill them.
You have no sympathy.
Absolutely not. Now, what if everyone who ever had a problem with their parents now suddenly killed them and said, my defense is I had a problem with my parents?
We'd be rid of a few bad people.
Exactly. It's outrageous.
Oh, that's bad?
No, you can't have people killing each other. They are guilty and they should be sent to the gas chamber.
All right. No mitigating circumstances.
None whatsoever. Absolutely none.
Could you send us to Greece?
We'll be back right after this. Tri-State Consumer Insurance is such a good deal, and I love to tell you about it. I tried to kick the camera crews out of here. They won't leave. I said, hey, guys, isn't it enough? You got like a half-hour tape. Isn't that sort of enough? It's sort of the same thing over and over again. And they were just like, nah.
We want to see it from a different angle.
Yeah, there's only 2 angles.
Yeah.
You know, then we could chill out and we could fart a little and relax. I can't even pass wind in here, Robin. I don't mind.
That's not bad.
I don't mind if Gilbert smells it, but like...
but actual human being.
Yeah. Gilbert's a slug. Hey, anyway, Tri-State Consumer Insurance is great. And why is Tri-State Consumer Insurance so great, Robin? I'll tell you why. Price, that's it. Great insurance at a low price. Now, name a big insurance company. Would you consider State Farm a big company?
Oh, yes, I would consider that one of the biggest. Everybody
knows the name State Farm. And yet, State Farm comes in with a premium of $1,230, where Tri-State's premium was $805. A savings of over $400 a year.
Boy, that's important.
$400 a year. Well, hey, Gilbert's so rich because he saves every penny he ever earns. But the rest of us, Robin, need the money. We could use $400 a year. We could use $600 a year. We could use $1,200 a year.
I give it a T.
Look, you're probably going over your bills this past weekend looking for a way to save money. Why don't you start with your auto insurance bill by calling Tri-State for a free quote? You'll be amazed. First of all, it's great insurance. A recent report issued by the New York State Insurance Department said that out of 167 insurance companies, listen to this, Tri-State Consumer Insurance was ranked among the top 3 for the best in claims and customer service. That means all the big companies, Geico, Allstate, State Farm, Tri-State has a better rating than them. Or at least as good. And they are A-rated for financial stability by Demotech. You can't get a higher rating than that, Robin. Demotech.
What is you, a Demotech?
The bottom.
They got the highest rating?
Yeah. The bottom line is this, Robin. Thousands of people have already switched to Tri-State from Geico, State Farm, and Allstate, and so should you. At least get a free rate quote and find out what you should be paying for insurance. Dial 1-800-JOIN-NOW, 1-800-JOINNOW, 1-800-JOIN-NOW for a free rate quote. This offer is for residents of Long Island and the 5 boroughs of New York. Pick up the phone and dial 1-800-JOIN-NOW.
93 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Gilbert Gottfried tomorrow night at Caroline's. Who the hell's available to go see Gilbert tomorrow night at Caroline's?
There must be someone.
I mean, isn't that a weeknight? Don't most people have to go to work?
A lot of people stay out. They don't do what we do.
The Menendez brothers.
Menendez.
See. Yeah. You like candy? I like candy. All right.
Gilbert will be at Nick's in Boston, October 8th and 9th. Bananas in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, October 22nd. Governor's on Long Island, October 29th. And look for the Ren and Stimpy album with Billy West.
You like Greek soldiers? I like Greek soldiers.
All right, let's find out what else is in the news. A lot of hijinks, Robin.
It's incredible.
A lot of fun with the news, even with the most horrible of stories.
You have gone. I have gone.
Even the most serious of stories.
Even Senor Wences making an appearance.
I molest my children. You molest your children. I spank your behind. You spank my behind.
What else is in the news?
One man has died, apparently, in an earthquake in Oregon.
Easy, Jackie. A man died, for God's sake.
That's right. The quake apparently caused a rock slide on a highway, burying his car.
Gilbert happy because at least there's one guy worse off than him.
Yeah.
He was in an earthquake.
Oregon's governor has declared the area around the site a state of emergency. It was a rather mild earthquake, but it did cause some damage. Meanwhile, in Oregon
I did not
today-
know about the earthquake.
That's wild.
And at
That's
least,
very clever.
It was clever of the earthquake.
Oh, clever stuff.
In about 7 cities in Oregon, 7 cities and counties, they will be deciding today whether gays should be recognized by the law. Apparently in Oregon they have a lot of problem with...
Yeah, they're the ones wearing the dresses. That's how you recognize them.
They have a lot of problems with gays.
Who doesn't?
They would like... Oh, stop it. The measures would prohibit local governments...
Yeah, what are they measuring?
granting people special treatment based on sexual orientation. I wonder if the quake means anything in light of all this.
What, in Oregon?
Yeah.
You think that the Oregonians are being punished by the earthquake?
Yes.
By that light earthquake?
Very mild earthquake.
Mild. Yeah, mild. Not if you're that guy who died in it. Mild earthquake. Gee, great. Everybody survived except you.
These are the kind of earthquakes that don't kill anybody, except you.
Except you.
Yeah. Gay God.
Sent to you by a gay god. That's very true.
Boom! You're dead, all of you.
In Tampa, Florida, they've made a couple of arrests.
Yeah, those gays like to tamper with each other. Oh!
Will you calm down?
He's, you know, he hasn't been on the show in a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's shot out of a
He's
cannon.
just free associating all over the place.
Yeah, just every other word is a free association. Gilbert, you're out of control.
Tying all the stories together.
Let the story establish itself, and then we do some humor.
Right, I'm sorry.
This happened in Tampa, Florida. You know, in Florida, a lot of foreigners have been killed, and I told you
I'd
the
like
other
to
day-
kill some foreigners. Oh, and then tamper with them. Is that far enough into the story?
Yeah, you allowed enough words to go by.
Anyway, the other day I told you a 17-year-old Turkish boy who was here as an exchange student was found dead. They have made a couple of arrests in that case, Howard.
Yes.
And they say he wasn't killed just because he was a foreigner. They think the motive was that he...
Actually, Jackie laughing.
Thank you. Meanwhile, here at home, we're undergoing the jury selection in the World Trade Center bombing case. And in the Post today, they have transcripts of the tapes that were made by the informant who got to meet a lot of these terrorists while they were plotting.
Cole.
And some of the transcripts show some interesting things. First of all, do these guys have to come in here while I'm trying to work?
Oh, are they filming you? It's a test to see if you're ready for television.
Open the door.
Guys, come back in here. Come over here.
Could you just hold off?
Yeah, right. I tried to get rid of them. They won't leave.
I don't know. You're losing control.
I know.
Anyway, they talk about everything on the tapes. They talk about thinking about attempting to assassinate the president of Egypt.
Right.
They talk about the different sites they might bomb. They talk about how before they decided to hit the World Trade Center, they thought about doing the UN, but then the idea...
They thought about doing Angela Lansbury.
But the idea was to cost the country millions of dollars, so they decided to bomb the World Trade Center instead. He talks about the sloppiness of the work, the leader of the whole group. He says, those children we sent to bomb the World Trade Center, they should have found one of the cornerstones to leave the van of explosives near to so that the whole place would have been demolished. They didn't do the job right.
The swine.
Then they talk about life in New York. You know, he's talking to a guy, I guess, who just got here, and he says, look, don't mix it up with anybody here. The people here are all very, very discourteous. Even the children carry guns. So
Bastards.
Don't mess with any New Yorkers. They're bad.
Send them all out of here. You know it costs us $400,000 a year in towels for their heads? Bastards.
So those are just some of the things revealed by those transcripts and tapes made by an informant.
Gilbert's so handsome.
Yes, thank you.
Schools opened yesterday in New York, and there was only just mass confusion. People had no idea where to go, what to do. They say it'll still be months before all the asbestos is cleared out of the schools so that they could get back to normal. And
there'll be as best as possible.
And it'll
It's our mayor.
cost about $50 million
Robin,
to get it all cleaned up.
isn't it the mayor's fault? Seriously, I mean, is he what's
this
disorganized?
is his administration.
They're disorganized.
Yeah, we're going to do something about the
X-Bexes.
This is indicative of the kind of leadership he has provided, I would assume.
Yeah, it's indicative of the kind of...
By the way, Gilbert was collecting the asbestos they were throwing away because he saves everything. His whole apartment is filled with asbestos.
Another terrible story, Howard.
Uh-oh, a terrible story, Fred.
A Long Island woman is facing charges that she smashed the head of her baby son onto a bedpost because he was crying.
Wait, say that again?
Wait.
Can you say that again?
A Long Island woman is facing charges that she smashed the head of her baby son onto a bedpost because he was crying. The incident, Howard, happened in a domestic violence shelter.
It was Kathy Lee Gifford.
Oh, stop it.
Cassidy! I'm going to smash your head. Cassidy!
The 20-year-old mother was arrested
Wasn't Kathy
and
Lee.
charged with assaulting her son.
So,
Yes, Kathy Lee's not 20.
she's not 20. She's like 45.
The mother is estranged from her the baby's father. And has been living at the domestic violence shelter for about 2 weeks.
And the good news is she'll be doing a guest appearance on Lou Grant.
She apparently smashed her baby's head against the bedpost to stop him from crying.
Ed Asner just called. He says she's innocent.
She said she didn't do it.
Innocent.
She said she didn't do it, and I believe her.
The mother is an unemployed high school dropout and is to be arraigned today on charges of first-degree assault and 3 outstanding warrants.
She didn't get a fair trial.
Meanwhile, do you know...
Mary would have done the same thing.
Do you know how much money we spend on the criminally insane?
$5 billion a year?
Not quite that much.
Oh.
$48 million annually. Because these people wind up getting disability
Right.
after they're declared criminally insane.
We support the criminally insane, Robin.
Yes, there's an article in the Daily News today which cites the case of the Hayes family. Michael Charles Hayes was this guy who killed 4 people in North Carolina on a shooting rampage. And now his victims' families claim that he's living the life of Riley. They say he has a motorcycle.
Wow. You
He
mean
has a room full of stereo equipment.
because he was declared criminally insane?
Right, and he gets $536 a month from Uncle Sam.
Listen to him. He's laughing at us.
Oh, stop it.
So you mean, in other words, the guy goes out and murders 11 people.
That's right. That's how he qualified for disability.
And then we say, let us buy you lunch.
Yeah,
That's your punishment.
that's right.
It's outrageous. It's an outrage.
And he has a huge wardrobe to boot.
So now he's not killing anyone because he's happy.
I guess so. He's watching TV and listening to music and riding his motorcycle, so he's no longer a threat to society.
Same thing Billy West does all day.
But, I've always had a problem with that insanity defense.
Oh, please, Robin. I'm with you on that. Boy. Oh, you beheaded your neighbor? Here's a new bicycle.
You just won the lottery.
Yeah, that's how our society rewards people. And
Mass
me?
murder, natural selection.
Right. All I know is I get fined by the FCC, and there are people murdering and being supported by the taxpayers of this country. Brr, 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 brr.
Man, I want to tell you.
Well, that's enough to get your man steamed.
Boy, that's wild, isn't it?
Hey, how about that
Hold
Hayes?
on to your hat.
Hey, how about those murderers, huh?
Hey,
Boy, that Linda Evans, she's something, isn't she?
Over in France, Howard, they're not only upset with us because of
Skunks.
the possible loss of food subsidies to farmers. They're also upset that the American film industry may soon crush the French film industry if they have to remove government protections.
Duh. Fred, you're lucky you live on Mars.
So now a bunch of French filmmakers, including Gerard Depardieu,
I want to rape your monkey.
have gone before the European Parliament to ask that governmental protections be allowed to continue under any new proposals they proclaim to open up
No,
trade
next order of business.
in France so that the American film industry doesn't demolish their own. They say that culture is the one thing that should be accepted.
That's great. Okay, you can leave. Next order.
So that they don't wind up going the way of the film industries in Italy and Germany, which are almost non-existent at this point. So the French upset with us again just because we make good movies.
We do not like your movies. We don't like your movies. It's 6. This is your deeper too. And if I get thrown out of the movies, all I will be able to do is allegedly rape women. And that stinks.
Apparently, they have some regulation over there.
Where's my snail?
That 50% of the movies shown on television in the region have to be made in Europe. So that's the way they keep control.
Has to be. There have to be. I know how to get the Indians back. You take pictures of Raven's ass. And you shot 24 hours a day.
Good news this weekend at the box office for Bruce Willis. Here's a guy who hasn't had a lot of good things happening for him in the movies anyway in the last couple of years, but his new movie, Striking Distance, debuted at #1
You
this
like
weekend.
getting struck?
I like getting struck.
You stop. Debuted at #1 this weekend, knocking The Fugitive.
You want me to knock you?
I want you to knock me.
So you mean Bruce Willis is best news in 5 years besides the fact that his hair fell out? Is that his movie's doing well?
His movie is, he's finally got a movie that did well.
Every picture I see of him, he's got different hair. Like sometimes he appears to be back in. And
I know. Even in this movie, you look at it from frame to frame, his hair changes.
wow, no wonder
Sometimes
it's such a
he's got
success.
hair, sometimes he doesn't have hair.
Wow.
It's incredible. Charles Barkley is going to be the first host of the new season of Saturday Night Live, and Nirvana will be the musical guest.
Well, he should be very funny, Charles Barkley.
I'm sure.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hi, yes, you do. This is a show where you go, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Very interesting.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Charles Barkley. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sock it to me, sock it to me. May the bird of paradise fly into your bippy. Put that in your...
Charles, we're on Saturday Night Live.
Not.
Oh.
Now you got to do like a sketch or monologue or something.
When is I going to meet Artie Johnson?
Who? Now, you don't understand. So now, do you have a problem because you can't read?
Yeah, no. Is Goldie Hawn going to be coming out here?
I can't read that cue card.
You ain't going to splash me with a bucket of water when I say sock it to me, is you?
No. This is Saturday Night Live. Mr. Barkley, please.
I can't read the cue card. The words are more than 3 letters.
Yeah, there you go.
Is there any Xboxes in here?
Let me go on.
All
the
right.
cast of
Did you want to
Saturday
hear
Night
more of
Live
Charles Barkley?
includes
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
Mike Myers?
He's back.
This be Wabe's World.
Phil Hartman will be there. Kevin Nealon will be there. Chris Farley. Julia Sweeney.
Where
Adam
am John
Sandler,
Belushi?
Rob Schneider.
I'm
Ellen
kneeling,
Cleghorn,
trying to
David
read the
Spade,
cue card.
Tim Meadows and Melanie Hutzel.
Melanie.
Hey, give me some
Melanie
Huxel. Hey, Melanie, give me some of that Huxel.
But Dana Carvey will not be there.
He the best one.
Charles, is that why you went on the show?
This show ain't gonna be funny without Daniel Carvey.
When is I going to meet John Belushi? How come I don't see John Belushi around here?
Because he's dead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they wrote that down for me, but I didn't know.
On Maury Povich today, LaToya Jackson.
Oh, is she know where John Belushi is?
LaToya Jackson on there?
Yes. Apparently she'll be there to promote her step-up video, but also to answer questions about Michael.
I saw her on Larry King the other night. It was funny because when she was in here, she was complaining to me, hey, all you did was ask me about Michael Jackson. I didn't get to talk about my step-up video.
Yes.
And then she was on Larry King. She says, I didn't get to talk about my step-up video. All you did was ask me about Michael Jackson. And now I'm sure I'm Maury Povich.
Of course, the same thing.
I like to exercise with Natumba.
I don't know.
All right, on Sally Jesse Raphael. Women having children later in life. I think she's going to have the Pointer sister who just had twins.
And she's 49 or something.
She's a grandmother, and she just had these,
You're a grandmother, and you just had twins.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Do you like my new red glasses?
On Geraldo, I think he's having the woman who cut off her husband's penis today.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
On Donahue, a KKK member's confession. So, interesting things for the afternoon. Tonight on TV, you can see Saved by the Bell, the college years.
And they say there's nothing on TV.
My kids love that.
Really? They're into Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, they love it.
Great. What is Getting By? Is that...
It's a homosexual thing.
And the
You like Getting By?
I like getting by.
The John Larroquette Show can be seen at 9 o'clock.
I know.
Channel 4, that's
He's
his
not
new
funny.
show on NBC.
Did you see the Emmys and they had like Paula Poundstone running around? Yeah. Is she off? What are they grooming her for?
She's got a TV show coming up this season.
Is she supposed to be funny? Is she the new Pauly Shore? She goes around with a camera and just
This
like...
is the curtain over here. This is. Take a look at this. This is the curtain, and this is the floor where people are. I think they're supposed to stand here, but my Pop-Tarts fell out of my dress.
Yeah, that was it the whole time.
Okay, now over here. Now, what do you do, sir? Thank you.
They're frantically running around in 2 minutes.
Okay. My tuxedo. Okay.
She's trying to show you backstage at the Emmys, and she's frantic. I mean, just frantic.
Yeah.
I want to show you that I'm live. Hello.
Grabbing things.
Working
around.
I'm Robin Williams.
The female Robin Williams. Paula Poundstone.
Yes, she's got a show. I think it's coming up in mid-season.
She's an important talent. Watch, she'll have a hit, too. You get a feeling like anyone can get a hit television show at this point?
It's not that easy. They already canceled 3 shows on CBS.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I was watching that Paula Poundstone. You want some advice, honey? Calm down and comb your hair.
And there's also something on tonight at 9:30 called The Second Half. I don't know what that is either.
Can I touch your second half?
On Dateline tonight, though, one of those magazine shows, a woman is accused of trying to sell her young son.
Can I buy your young son?
On the Fox network. Oh, wait a minute. On CBS tonight, there's a Charles Bronson movie that he made for television.
F him.
Along with Dana Delaney. I haven't seen Charles Bronson do anything in a couple of years.
He sucks.
Not since his wife.
I don't even understand how he's famous. He sucks. That's not even acting. I'm gonna kill you, Paul Curtsy. What is that? I'm Paul Curtsy. That's not even acting. That bad friggin' mustache. You pockmarked bastard. If his face wasn't wrinkled, he would have no talent.
On the Fox network this evening, there's the show Rock.
Yeah, that's good. A murderer. Give him a TV show. I only killed one man.
Anybody can have a hit.
Joey, you've been living with us for 6 weeks now. I'm going to have to kill you if you don't leave.
Every conflict should be resolved with him killing someone.
Right, and he's serious when he makes that threat.
You ain't gonna get in the bed with me, Rock.
I'll kill you if you don't let me.
You ain't gonna get near me, Rock.
I'm going to kill you, meathead.
I need
Get some.
I need a co-star now. Somebody has strangled their wife.
There are little changes in the cast this year.
Hey, why don't they give the Menendezes a variety show? We killed our parents. Can we be on TV?
On WABC, they're weighing in with their...
Now, the Melendez boys didn't admit to it, killing their parents.
Their usual lineup, Howard, a full house.
Mm.
And then there's something new called Phenom, which is that Judith Light.
Bum.
The woman from Who's the Boss? She has a new show on. Then, of course, Roseanne will be there and coach. And the new Stephen Bochco series, NYPD Blue, will be debuting.
They're really blue? Or are you just saying that?
No, the whole name is NYPD Blue, the color blue.
Oh, I got you. Because remember the Elvis movie Blue Hawaii? that was Hawaii. The critics called it Blue Hawaii.
Well, NYPD Blue has been very controversial. The Reverend Donald Wildman has been campaigning to have it taken off the air before it even reached the air.
I mean, all of these shows...
And a number of affiliates for ABC have decided not to run it.
Well, that's so ridiculous, because from what I understand, the show's not even dirty. It's just like a bunch of guys running around being cops.
Real cops.
Yeah.
They're trying to get a little more real. So these people speak in real language.
And, of course, all the cowards who own TV stations just crumble as soon as they hear controversy. And believe me, all these shows bore me. It sounds like tonight I'll be using my TV as a coffee table. What a bumper crop of dog crap shows.
Well, NYPD Blue is actually getting very good reviews. They say it's even better than Hill Street.
I'm tired.
Twice as many people are watching it than watched Homicide.
There you go. That's all I have to say.
Any lesbians in that NYPD Blue?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, we got to get out of here. Let's do some plugs. Gilbert, always good to see you. All right, sometimes it's good to see you.
Sometimes it's a little overbearing.
I might have ripped up Gilbert's plug. It's about 5 minutes later. It wasn't that funny, so I got angry at it. All right, here it is.
Rip up plug.
Gilbert's going to be at Caroline's tomorrow night. You want to see a funny show, you go see Gilbert.
He's a very funny man.
He'll be funny at Nick's in Boston, October 8th and 9th, and he'll be even funnier at Bananas in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, October 22nd. And then go see the Gilbert Show, Gilbert Gottfried, Governors on Long Island, October 29th. Now,
And USA Up All Night, which I'm not walking through anymore.
yeah, he's really putting some energy into it. Yeah, like that's a show that needs energy.
You better tune in to see what Gilbert's up to.
Isn't that where you're on for like 5 seconds and they show a movie
Yeah.
the whole rest of the time?
But I didn't have a much emotional range when I did it.
Who told you that? One of the producers
Yes.
of the show? Yeah. He's producing at USA Network. He's telling you about your career. Hey, by the way, Jackie Platinum, Joke Page Martley. Now, you want to see a funny comic this Thursday, September 23rd, one big show at the East...
And a chicken.
A man's talking to a prostitute.
The East Side Comedy Club.
A man and a chicken going to a
Big show at the East Side Comedy Club in Farmingdale. Jackie really does just laugh during his entire show. Well, now you don't have to go see Jackie's show. You just heard it. This Thursday, September 23rd, a big show at the East Side Comedy Club in Farmingdale. For information, call the all-digital 516-9229.
He does interrupt that every once in a while with a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, first give a joke before you do the laugh. Friday afternoon, Jackie, October 1st from 3 to 11. Jackie will be Grand Marshal of the Greater New York Beer Expo at the Jacob Javits Center. Go meet Jackie and Boy Gary. Boy Gary this Saturday. Boy Gary this Saturday. Boy Gary this Saturday. Boy Gary this Saturday, Big City Sounds on Shelton Road in Piscataway, New Jersey, from noon to 2 p.m. CBS is here. CBS and E at the same time. What do I do? Bowie.
Bowie.
Mama monkey.
To get on Stuttering John's mailing list, call 609-546-STUPID. Attention cyclists, the Don Furman Memorial Dock Race.
Talking to a prostitute.
I really. You folks keep the score. The cameras just came in and gave the boys a new burst of energy. Hey, I just got back from Cleveland. I really killed. Except Roberto Santiago gave me a bad review. Hey, big deal. We got the 4th of July party coming up. Unfortunately, we didn't have much money, so we couldn't buy a lot of clams. Yeah, the party's gonna cost me money. Hey, Nancy just got a call from the Friars Club. They're gonna let me sit in on a roast.
A man goes to a whorehouse and he only has $3.
Hey, guess what? I'm Grand Marshal of the Beer Expo. But I have to pay for the beer. All right, enough of this. I got to get going. I've been going all day with this.
Did you finish the Don Furman race?
Oh, Don Furman race. Oh.
Hey, how about that Don Furman?
Attention cyclists.
Wow, isn't he?
The Don Furman Memorial Dock Race will be held Saturday, October 10th in Montauk, Long Island. Let's hear it for Don Furman. For information, call 212-388-8031 or 516-267-6313. Ride with Fred Norris and Princess Norris.
A chicken walks in with a bicycle.
If you're planning a wedding or Christmas party, you need a great...
talking to a hooker.
You better hurry.
If you're planning a wedding or Christmas party and need a great DJ, it's not too early to call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment toll-free at 1-800-PARTY-MC. And if you want to hire Scott in the New York area, call 718-BAG-5040. All right, Robin, I'll see you tomorrow.